Good evening. Welcome to a new Kaynichole After Dark. I am, of course, your host, Kaynichole. Good evening. So, there are a few topics that I want to go over tonight because we need to have a conversation. Good evening. Good evening. Let me say hi to you guys. Hey, Mello, how are you doing? Hi, Wendell, how are you doing? How's everybody doing this evening? So, I'm going to say that, first of all, I'm a little disappointed in the state of thinking these days. I am going to challenge you guys, as well as myself, to educate ourselves a little bit more because I'm noticing a lot more ignorance than I should within my own community. And I've got to be honest, guys, I'm disappointed. I'm so disappointed. And I'm doing a glass, but hey, Mel's, how you doing, sweetheart? I might honestly get drunk because I really feel like I need a drink after listening to people these days. And since I have so many male followers, I do have a question for y'all. So that's the drink for the evening. Damn, I forgot some ice. We'll worry about that later. So I have 6 topics I want to discuss for the evening. I'm going to go through it right now. And I might jump around, but I think I'm pretty much going to go with the list. So the first topic of discussion is what shows a woman that she's into you? How do you know she's your girl? The second topic is when a man uses the phrase "we both grown." Valentine's gift ideas. Good old Stephen A. Smith. Discussing a threesome. And a fatherless household. Because a follower came to me and sent me that. Oh gosh, I'm going to sneeze. Mm. Thank you, Night Angel Exodus, for the badge. Those that support, please do buy a badge and also support my page by purchasing a calendar. You can find the link in my bio. I should have brought it in here with me, but c'est la vie. So let's get started with the first topic, shall we? What shows a woman is into you, right? How do you know that she's your girl? Because I was sent this by one of my followers, Carlos, and the person in the reel was saying that a woman can spend time with you, a woman can cook for you, a woman can be with you and not necessarily be your girl. And I have to say, I challenge that notion because people are not going to spend, and I say people, but I am focusing on women. But as a whole, people are not going to put investment in time into things that they don't necessarily care about. Now, you can tell the difference between a passive investment versus an active investment. And a woman is you're going to know that that's your girl by the fact that she puts time, patience, and energy. Not just one, but a multitude of things. Welcome to Kaynichole After Dark. A multitude of things into the relationship. She's not just going to throw money at you. She's not going to just give you time. She's going to remember certain things that are important and things of that nature. And people don't just remember just because. It has to be a reason for it. So, did Susan, did I send something just now? I don't know. I don't know. But those investments that a woman does shows that you're worth more than just some dick. And I know that there's people that play around with people, but that's why time shows all things. So when you are spending time with a person and giving them your energy, pay attention to the time that's passing. Because a lot of people are going to make time seem to speed up or slow things down. I was talking to a guy the other day, and he was like, we've been talking for a few months. And the truth be told is, we've only been engaging in conversation for maybe 3 weeks. But he is trying to pull that emotional cord by stating that we're talking more than we have been. And though it's cute, it's not real. And that's one of the things that we have to recognize and stuff like that, is seeing the real. Because a lot of us can get wrapped up in the emotionalness and, how much you spend time with a person. But the truth is that time, real time and energy, shows how the person is invested. And like I said, it's not just throwing money at a thing. It's not just spending time. It's a multitude of all those things, getting to know you, spending time, helping you solve issues and problems. That shows that a real relationship, a real bond is being set. So don't let people play with your time. Know off the bat what they want and see how they move. Because people are going to show you. A lot of people do a lot of this. And the thing is to not get confused by that. Because often we do, especially a person like myself, let me tell you, I am an emotional creature, not because I'm a female, but because I just love connections and I love bonds. So sometimes I can even get fooled by what I see out here and think that we're developing some closeness. And it's really not that. It's just a person trying to play off my emotions. And you got to learn better than that. You got to know better than that. So don't be fooled. Okay. If a woman is your girl, when they are giving all the necessary things to know who you are and to invest in a life with you. That's how you know. Smooth 540 says, bro, I'm going to get off this live before I start barking on this bus. I hope that's a good thing. I'm not quite sure, but I do hope that's a good thing. So yes. So that's the first topic. Now, the second topic is we both grown. Okay. And I feel like this is the double meaning to the BS for a person to get what they want without investing anything. Like I said in the first part of this conversation, we both grown. Let's do that. No, yes, we are both grown adults, both consenting adults, but that doesn't mean that gives license to do some stupid shit or for me to engage in sex and everything like that just because we're two grown consenting adults. So I just find it funny when people use that line. It's very entertaining to me because I just actually heard it recently. We're both grown. And I said, yes, yeah, we are both grown. But however, me being grown means I'm going to make educated decisions. I'm going to make mindful decisions. And that decision is not to just play with my body. Because As adults, we know what we're getting ourselves into, and we need to be smart, okay, and stop playing stupid out here. If you're a person that catches feelings through intercourse with somebody or can easily catch feelings with somebody through different things, why would you put yourself in harm's way? Why would you put yourself in a position where you could catch feelings and then get yourself hurt off the fact that you're being grown and we're having fun? I just feel out here like stop playing with people's mentality. Be honest and be real about yours. And I'm just saying, I'm in a where we've already see fakeness all the way up at the presidency. Like as us uh, regular folks, use some common sense and be honest with yourself, and stop playing games. I feel like life is short. We all say that, but it's too short for us to be doing bullshit and nonsense out here. So we both grown is not licensed to be reckless just because we are both consenting adults. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in to Kaynichole After Dark. I'm your host, Kaynichole, and again, I appreciate you supporting my page by buying a badge. Also, encouraging you to get the calendar. It is banging. I should have brought it here to the lab. I keep on forgetting that, but I got you guys next time because it's never too late to get the calendar. We're in February. Okay. We got a few more months to go. So please join me. Spend the year with me. So Valentine's is this Friday, people. It's Friday. And what are you going to get your loved one, right? Well, I was talking to a female out here and she was like, I don't know what to get my man, what to do. And last year, around this time, I was given the Kaynichole experience, giving massages and doing haircuts. We're working with the local barbers, but we're not doing that this year. We're just simply chilling and relaxing this year. But there's nothing wrong with me giving great gift ideas for both men and women. So outside of taking your special someone to dinner and spending money, y'all can cook together and make a wonderful candlelit meal at home, watching movies. Streaming is so in right now. So stream a movie with your loved one and then light those candles and have a good time. Get your freak on. But there are so many ways that you can have a good Valentine's Day without spending a whole lot of cash. You can even make it like an inside thing and get a tent. Even if you're willing to go outside, get yourself a nice tent, get yourself some warmers, and have a date night outside. Get some marshmallows and some graham crackers because it is a nice little winter wonderland outside, and make things happen. I mean, it is possible. Another gift idea is flowers. I'm not going to lie, men like flowers too. Men like chocolate too. So ladies, if you are interested in giving a man some roses and chocolates, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Thank you. We have big darkness, but at least the actual titty is not showing. So thank you. I appreciate that. So, what else? You don't have to spend Valentine's ideas on Valentine's Day. Y'all can do it on the Saturday or Sunday and make it a weekend kind of activity. Get yourself a little fake fireplace and get you guys some books and read to your loved one, you know, talking and sharing education with one another is always a great idea. I'm a sapiosexual, so I must say that reading a nice, sexy book to your significant other is never a bad idea. Some poetry, maybe, telling that special someone how you feel through the literary work is never a bad thing. Just making a collage of your special moments together as a keepsake is another way to make a gift in an inexpensive way. The Angel Exodus says definitely the chocolate. Yeah. I've given a man, one long stem rose. It was black, not red, but you know, like I said, men like roses and chocolates and gifts. Because I was seeing something, they were like, oh, what is Valentine's Day? Is it for men or is it for women? It's really for both. Y'all should be showing you guys how much y'all love each other. Yes, it should be an all year thing, but when you have an opportunity to just do it once a year, why not make it count? Again, welcome to those that are just coming in to Kaynichole After Dark. I am your host, Kaynichole, and we are on the third topic of Valentine gift ideas. If you've missed anything, you can go and check it out on YouTube under the world of Kaynichole. And there are a bunch of past videos that you can watch of us talking and having this wonderful conversation about different topics. But thank you. Is that my dear brother? No. Okay, so Nate Joseph says that that's what I'm planning to do, spend the weekend with my Valentine dinner in the show. Wonderful, wonderful. Nice chilled wine. Yes. So, those are some Valentine gifts ideas. Like I said, scrapbook your best dates with each other. You can put letters and pictures and all that kind of things together to show that your love for one another. So yeah, those are just some things that y'all can do just to show your love for your person. So I'm going to go on to the next topic, which is Stephen A. Smith. So I'm sure if all of you, not most of you, have seen the Super Bowl halftime show and saw Serena Williams getting her crip walk on. And dear Stephen Asshole Smith said that he would divorce a Serena because she was still thinking about Drake. Now, I don't know if he just likes to talk because he has a platform, but I just want to address that because I thought it was so ignorant. Because last time I checked, Stephen A. Smith hasn't even been in a long relationship, nor has ever been married, for him to say what he would do as a husband. And clearly, it's a lot deeper than just Drake. Like I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we both concurred that would take a lot of thinking and a lot of preparation and just maybe some dark magic for her to have had Kendrick Lamar play for the Super Bowl and then to ask her, of all people, to come on and dance just to get back at said Drake. A lot of planning, a lot of focus. Fertile 12 says Stephen loves to talk a lot. It's not about Drake. Oh, yeah, yeah. But I just found that it was very interesting that he would say he would divorce her. In fact, like that's a very strong statement to say, and he said it like it was fact. So that just bothered me because it's like you don't understand what it is about supporting your partner. You don't understand that it's much bigger than Drake because she tried to crip walk while she was actively a tennis player and the controversy that caused. And I just, he's not very mindful. And I just feel like that is what is happening a lot these days, that people aren't thinking really before they talk. They just want to hear themselves speak. And I want to encourage us to really absorb before we speak because like I said, we're doing a lot of this, and not a lot of this. And for us to have a real conversation, you got to do more of this and less of this. And it's troubling to me. It's very troubling to me that we're in a society that's doing a lot of this and not so much of this. So, and when I point, I'm pointing to my ear, but I'm also doing thinking too, because I don't think there's too much of that either, unfortunately. Um, which gets me actually to the next topic. Night Angel Exodus Presents says he definitely just likes to talk because that was such a dumbass statement. Patel 12 says, yeah, I understand what you're saying. For those that are just coming in, you can support my channel by purchasing a badge as well as still getting the calendar. It is up in my links. I thank you for your support in advance. So I've been having Ask Me Anonymous questions. And one of those anonymous questions that I had was a threesome. Would you engage in a threesome? And my statement was, for the shorthand, no, because I'm a selfish person when it comes to my partner. But then to dig deeper, okay, let's dig deeper into that, okay? Now, even if you had a said threesome, which we do know celebrities that have had threesomes, Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor are the first ones that come to my mind. And unfortunately, I haven't seen a relationship that's had a threesome really flourish after that. I see that it kind of breaks down the relationship. And why would it do that, you ask? Because especially within a marriage, it's a covenant, and it's a covenant between two people. Okay. The only third person should be in that covenant is a higher power, whether you believe in God, Allah, Jehovah, whoever. That should be the only third strand in your relationship. Ancient architects says break down fast, super fast. Yes. And I don't understand why, if you want a threesome, you don't want a relationship. That's not your girl. That's not your man. Because anybody that wants you is not going to play about you. So they don't want to share you. They don't want anybody entering any orifices that you have. They want you all to themselves. And I'm saying, sweetheart, if they or whoever is asking you for a threesome and you're in a relationship with them, you might as well just kick that relationship goodbye and say that that's not your man, that's not your girl. Because a person that truly loves you, truly interested in you, wants you all to themselves, that they want to explore you in so many different ways, that another person just being a part of that, they need not apply. Because it is just you and them. Deja Architect says, don't do it with your main. Not do it with your side. That's hilarious. But I mean, if that's how you see it, that's how you see it. I think that's hilarious because I believe you are in a committed relationship. So that's hilarious. But yeah. So if anybody asks you about anybody being added to the bedroom, that should be a hard pass and a hard no, because you just want them. I'm not playing about mine. I'm dead serious. Like, you want other people in the bedroom, baby, then I'll wear a wig and come back as a next, or we're just gonna have to bring different tricks, okay? Bring a swing, bring some whips, bring some chains, bring some toys, but we are not bringing any extra people into this bedroom. Hello, E Styles. What's going on? Welcome to Kaynichole After Dark. For those that are just joining me, thank you for tuning in. It'd be so kind of you to buy a badge and to support the channel, as well as, of course, always getting a calendar. There is a print copy and a digital copy, so don't worry. If you are in a relationship and you do want to support me and you want to just get the digital copy, baby, that is fine. I am not mad at you. Any support is support, so I appreciate that. So thank you. Now, bring the tricks. Yes, and the tricks will be a treat, believe me. But yeah, threesomes are a no-no, especially in my book. Okay, like I said, I don't play about mine. I'm looking for my husband. So if any man comes at me with a threesome, you are not the man for me at all, baby, at all. But moving right along, the last topic I have here is being raised in a single mother household. One of my followers sent me a reel about this guy going off to these women about how he had to learn and read and read books and everything about being a man and not being an emotional man because he grew up in a household filled with women. And I shared my thoughts with my my follower, and I basically shared that I think that's a cop-out. There are, unfortunately, in the Black community, many single moms. And the father can either be in their life or not be in the household, but he doesn't have to be in the household. He just has to be present. And it's not a man, because not every not every man that has a child can be a father. Okay? Now, listen to what I'm saying. And the same thing with every mom. Just because she's a woman that had a baby does not make her a mother. Okay? It's just reproduction, baby. Nothing more, nothing less. It's what you instill and what you do and make yourself a part of that child's life that makes you a mother, that makes you a father. So if you are, and please comment if I'm wrong, let me know, because like I said, sometimes you got to do a little less this and a little more this. So if I'm doing too much talking in this area and I don't know, educate me, please. Night Angel Exodus says, I know I said this before to you, but your calendar is fire. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yes, the calendar is in my bio. Make sure that you cop it. Like I said, print or digital. I appreciate your support. So, and having an emotional son and everything, I must say that it's about having role models, positive role models that are around. You can have your son a part of sports where he's having male mentors as far as basketball, as far as baseball, having uncles, grandfathers, but yes, having a good male role model around is important, but does not mean that they necessarily have to be in the household and that it necessarily has to be his father. And I think that we get the game twisted. And I just think that maybe he got, super annoyed with me because I'm a woman saying this. I don't know. But please, if I'm wrong, educate me. But I think that it's more about the caliber of man that is around than a man himself. Because, a lot of people learn what not to be by the people that they're around. You know, my dad, God rest his soul, was a ladies' man. He loved the women, you know. However, my brother has been in one relationship for 13, 14 years, and he's only 34. But I've seen when my father was alive, more than two women, more than three women, more than four women when I had gone to visit him. So just because a man is in your life and you call him dad doesn't mean he's the role model that you need to look up to. Into the Architects is most definitely. Sometimes it's just about who is around. So, yeah, I encourage those that feel that their son is emotional or whatever the case might be to have more male role models because it's not about a man because the dick swinging between your legs doesn't make a difference. It's the caliber of who you are. And I think we need to pay more attention to the caliber and not just having a man in the house because that serves no purpose. I think a lot of women did have that mindset back in the day, like, let me have a man in the house and whether he's whooping her ass or whatever's going on, at least he's in the household. And that is not acceptable. It's about good black role models. And I'm saying black because, I'm mostly talking to a minority black, audience. So, yes, we need that responsible, smart, emotionally intelligent men guiding our boys, not just a man. That's just my 2 cents. And it says, and every father is not a good man. I was eventually raised by my grandmother because my stepfather was physically abusive to me, but I had some amazing uncles and male cousins. The caliber of man is most important. Yes. So I'm going to make awareness that it's unfortunate that there are so many quote unquote broken homes, but we can fix that by being present and being focused as parents on what to make a grounded, well-rounded individual. Okay? Because that's like saying because the mom's in the house, the girl's not going to be, this or that. I can't even think of anything, but, you know, oftentimes the household and the environment dictate what is going to be in that person's mind, heart, and soul. So know going in what you want your child to hold dear, the values. Because I think that a lot of people come into parenthood not saying that you got to be a know-it-all or anything like that, because by no means are you going to raise the perfect child. But go into parenthood intentionally, with a mindset and a focus of what are the attributes of this young person that you want to build up, that you want them to have. Yes, I personally don't have any children, but I have worked in the social services system for a very long time, worked in foster care, and a child first and foremost wants to be loved and nurtured. And then you build up the value system and everything else. But you got to start at the needs, and the needs is love, shelter, safety. And once you got those down pat, then you cultivate everything else. But I just feel that we try to monolith a lot of things in the Black community, and we're all different. We all have different experiences. But if you're going to jail, it's because you committed a crime, not because necessarily you were in a fatherless home. Men, we just need to accept that for what that is, you know. So, what time is it? Okay, I still got a little more time left on here. But those are the main topics for this evening that I just wanted to really focus on, because like I said, we really need to stop with the BS and stop fooling ourselves and just really educate ourselves on what we're saying out here and what we're promoting. I don't feel that I'm just tired, honestly. I'm just tired of the stupidity that I'm constantly seeing. And I just want us to take accountability and realize that if we don't have the answers, go find them, go educate ourselves instead of making it okay to live in our ignorance. You know, at a time, it's like when you like they say, when I became an adult, I put away childish things. And what part of those childish things is it being accepting ignorance and just moving in a way just because. No, no, that's not satisfactory anymore. That's not acceptable anymore. Yes, when you were young, it was okay to sleep around and play with the women and or even with the females. It was cool, sleeping with different guys, getting free meals and everything like that. But then you got to throw away those childish things and be more focused and be more grounded. And I'm challenging all of us to be more mindful, to be more grounded, to be more intentional in life, because life is short and you shouldn't be playing around with it. At a point, you got to say to yourself, what is going to get me to the next step? What is going to help me grow as a person? And know what to filter out, because people, like they said, if you don't use your brain, somebody will think for you. Trust and believe me when I say this. If you don't use your own brain, somebody will think for you. And so it is important that you truly break down and understand what's going on. Don't let people play in your face, y'all. Don't let people piss on you and call it rain and you accept it for what it is. Like, no. C2 Grow Money says, hey, love, I'm finishing up with work. I'll hop back on soon. Okay, well, thank you. Appreciate you. But yeah, in this day and age, especially because I'm seeing so much ignorance. And it started before the election, but I'm even seeing it even more now. But it started before the election. That we all need to just educate ourselves a little bit more and stop accepting what other people tell us. Do your research. Because again, I'm going to keep on saying this. If you don't use your brain, someone will use it for you. And I don't think any one of us want someone else thinking for us, wanting us to tell us what it is. Because you're grown enough to know it for yourself. I had a person, and I put it in my stories because it just annoyed me that much. But they had wrote about not trusting certain signs or whatever. And I asked, wow, that's kind of crazy. Why? And they responded, because I said so. And I thought that was the most ignorant way to respond. And then they said, oh, it's a joke. And I'm like, really? Because you put LOL behind it, it makes it a joke? It's not funny. Kels, okay, what's the topic? There were many topics. There were many topics. I've gone through them, but you can always watch it on the recap every Wednesday at 10 o'clock on my YouTube. Bertil 12 says, I'd rather think for myself. I agree with you on that. As you should. As you should. I mean, we should all want to think for ourselves and gain knowledge and everything, because there's always going to be conflicting points of view, but there's only going to be one truth. And just because something is true doesn't mean that it's mutually exclusive to something else. Two things can be true, but you have to come to that conclusion on your own. You have to use discernment. And that is in every relationship. You have to use discernment, use your mindset to have understanding about how you're moving. Because in this day and age, we all know that somebody wants something. Even those people that genuinely want a relationship, they're after something. Whether to have a connection with someone, everybody has a goal. But you have to figure out if that goal is admirable or is it just to use. Because as I've been told, fair exchange is no robbery. But you have to know, what are you guys? What's the give and take? And is the price worth it? Just to recap for you, Kels, because you're usually engaged in the conversation. I was talking about what shows a woman that she's your girl. Because, again, someone that came to me and sent me something, and it's about the investment. Again, for those that have missed it, it's about the investment the person puts in. If they're not putting a full investment into the relationship, then no, they're not your man, they're not your girl. Because a relationship takes activity. And in that main part of activity is active. So if they're not being active in your life, then they're not yours. And the second topic was, we both grown, because I've been hearing that a lot. Oh, we both grown, so And I can be honest with you that just because you guys are both grown, sometimes you can't pay the consequence. And I think that a lot of people use that we've both grown to play with one's mind. Because, yes, people are grown in age, but that does not mean they're grown in maturity and mentally. Because I see a lot of people out here that are 37, 45, 52, 58, acting like and running around like children and thinking like children. So age is nothing but a number, but you have to educate yourself and you have to think for yourself, because then again, like I keep saying, somebody will think for you. And the only person that should really be using their mind is you. So don't let somebody think for you. So don't let somebody play in front of you. And that's what I'm saying. In this day and age, we are seeing people play in people's faces like it's not real, like it's not true. Hey, Jerry, don't let people play in your face. I've been calling this the year of revelation, of seeing things that are seeing things for what they are. Those for that are just tuning in, thank you and welcome to Kaynichole After Dark. You can support my page and channel by purchasing a badge, or as well as the calendar or any of the other items that I have in my links above. The support is appreciated. If you've missed anything, you can see the playback on my YouTube at World of Kaynichole, where you can see any of the past videos and play. I would love for you to subscribe and follow the channel if you would. And make sure that you keep those notifications on so that you can always join the conversation. Never against anybody joining the live and actually contributing in the conversation so we can have some dialogue. Sometimes it's not about just me speaking, but about you guys sharing. Like I said, this is an educational piece. Yes, I am talking about relationships, sex, love, and everything under the sun. But please let me know, baby. If you've got something that you want to say, that you feel that needs to be heard, that you want to create some dialogue, please do not hesitate to enter into the conversation. As long as you are camera ready, baby, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So the third conversation was, the topic was Valentine's gift ideas. Okay? Because you don't have to spend a bunch of money to show the person that you care about that you love them. Like I said, men enjoy flowers and chocolates just as much. You could make it a date night inside, cook your guys' favorite meal together, cook together, do something intimate, make a nice dinner, candlelight dinner, stream a movie, scrapbook your favorite dates, favorite photos, favorite letters, favorite poems, and put them together and give it to the person that you love. I don't know, maybe it's me, but I just feel sentimental gifts, thoughtful gifts, gifts that took a little bit of thinking capacity are the best gifts. Oh my goodness. I would love, if I was dating a guy and he recreated our first date at home. Even if it was a museum, like just putting things up and stuff like that and walking around the house like, oh, you remember this? Like, yeah, But then that's the sentimental me, I'm a little different. What can I say? And then the fourth conversation was Stephen A. Smith and his stupid comment about how he would divorce Serena because Lord knows he's never been in a long relationship, nor has he ever been married. So how dare he have the audacity to say what he would do? Because he could never even bag a woman like Serena, much less bag her enough to divorce her. So I just got like appalled by that conversation because I feel that we're doing a lot of this and not enough of this. And I'm just encouraging us to do a little bit more of this and having discernment because, again, I'll keep on repeating this. If you don't use your brain, somebody will use it for you. And I bet you won't be the way that you like. So, yeah. Then the next topic was a threesome because I noticed that that was a comment that was in my um, anonymous messages. And again, if you're going to have a threesome, that's not your man. That's not your girl because nobody that's crazy about you in love, not crazy, crazy, okay, but crazy about you, wants the best for you, wants a future with you, is going to share you. Dr. Fontillo says it's a good thing we threw his ass away a long time ago. Mm-mm-mm. So, yeah, a threesome is never going to be beneficial to a relationship. A threesome is not going to be beneficial to even the sexual chemistry in a relationship. It brings self doubt. It brings just a lot of negativity. So, if you truly care about somebody, if you want them, then I encourage you and implore you to keep that person to yourself and hold them tight. And then the final topic that I was on was about the single mother household because I had a follower send me a message about um, more black men going in jail and are emotional because they don't have a father in the household. And I'm going to be very clear again. And if there's any person, any man that wants to challenge me on that, let's have a conversation. Let's have a dialogue. Because I don't really think it is about having a man in the home. It's about having the right man in the home, upstanding man in the home. And even if he's not in the home, he's around the young boy to be able to instill values, whether it be a coach, whether it be an older brother, whether it be an uncle, whether it be a grandfather. But just to have him in the home, so what? He has to be able to instill real values. Because what if that man has no couth? Has no home training, hits women, curses all the time, steals, robs, but he's in the home. So what? That doesn't mean anything. It just means that you have a dick in the house. I am all about us having high vibrational, emotionally intelligent, high value men and women. And in order for us to do that, we have to reevaluate the way we think, look in the mirror, and do some work. And if you're not willing to do the work, then say that. And then don't waste other people's time that are trying to do the work and get up to here. Because if you want to stay down there, then stay down there. Don't take us with you. Stay down there and find the other low vibrational people. But those that are trying to build themselves, get to higher mountaintops, don't bring us down, baby. Don't bring us down. So that is what I'm saying. If any man does not agree, please let me know. My jazz, yo. Just being so soothing. When I was getting hot and horny today, let me tell you, it's rough, sometimes not being with a person, but also not having a release. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharing this because it can be difficult, dealing with celibacy in a world that's always trying to get you to engage in fleshly wonders. But it's not always about the flesh, because that's temporary. What I'm looking for is an everlasting bond that curls my toes and makes my mind explode. You know what I'm saying? So, and for things like that, you got to be patient. You got to wait. And I can't lie. I've, been in relationships that I knew weren't serving me. And I stayed in them because I either wanted the love, wanted the relationship, or I believed that it was going to turn into something. But you got to be, like I said, you can't be blind. You got to open your eyes and see the truth. You can't be running around here with shades on thinking that everything's good and gravy. You got to actually have some introspection and look at it. And Jessica says it's hard out here in these celibate streets. It is. Oh, says that's bar. Oh my goodness, what happened? What happened? Oh my. I think my ring light's about to die. Let me turn on another light real quick. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, my ring light died, guys. So, yeah. So I am saying out here, it's a mess. It really is. But I do have faith in us that we can get better. We can do better. But first, we have to acknowledge what's going on. The low vibration, the thinking, all of it. We got to really examine us. Kaynichole Presents says, I'm absolutely working on that as well. Grr, it's a hard knock life for us. What's the topic tonight? You missed it. The 202 kid. I've been talking about quite a few things, 6 different topics to be exact, and I just finished covering them again. But again, for those that have missed all the conversation, you can check out the playback on YouTube Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. Whatever you missed last week is currently on now, so do check it out. Press the subscribe button. Please follow. When it comes to my Instagram, please put your notifications on so that you know when I go live, baby, so you can be a part of the conversation. And if you haven't yet, do buy a badge or get my calendar. All of your support is appreciated. And I have posters and things for sale too, so check out my Mad Cloud. Everything is up there. I got my shirts. I got my oils. Whatever you want, I am here to cater to you guys in any way that I can. So let me know if there's something that you're actually interested in. Hit me up in the DM and let me know what you need, what you like. But again, this Friday is Valentine's Day, and I want you all to know that you are loved and appreciated. Even if you don't have a special someone, know that virtually you are my Valentine. So I look forward to you having a beautiful and wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope it's amazing. Again, know that you are loved. You are a beautiful Black woman. You are a beautiful and wonderful Black man. And you deserve to be catered to. You deserve to be loved beyond measure. And yes, again, we all have our bullshit with us. But recognize it and do better. And I believe that is all I have to say for this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in to Kaynichole After Dark. I look forward to seeing you next week, Wednesday. So keep your crown straight, stay in touch, and I'll do the same. Have a good night. Sweet dreams.